Hey guys! Hopefully your social isolation is going well for you and that you're finding things that you can do and still connecting with people as best as you can. This is me, Mr. Sievers, reaching out to you, hopefully kind of on a weekly or a couple times a week, 2-3 times a week basis. I'll post new videos on this YouTube channel that I created, and hopefully it's an efficient way for us to connect with each other and find things that we can do or have activities that we can do. Maybe we'll cook some meals, or maybe we'll just tour around, maybe we'll go on a walk, but more things to come. So tune in. I'll be posting stuff regularly, and I'll put it through to our Google Classroom and our Class Dojo. So hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of new way of learning. Here we go. Alright guys, so we're talking about germs today. We're talking about hygiene and how we can limit germs from spreading. Now we know germs typically spread from human contact. Your hands spread germs more than any other part of your body. So when you shake someone's hand, when you touch a railing or touch a doorknob, okay, every time you do that, it spreads germs from you to another object or person. Likewise, if you touch something that someone that had a germ touched, you're going to pick up that germ as well. That's why we're so scared that this coronavirus spreads so quickly and affects so many people. So we're going to do a little experiment to help us understand the way that germs spread and how they react to things like soap. Okay, so you're going to need a few materials for our little experiment today. So first, you're going to need a plate or a bowl, some vessel that is about this size that can hold a little bit of water. A paper plate or a styrofoam plate works great. That you can see that's what I'm using. Next, you're going to need water. About a half a cup works. You don't have to really measure it out, okay, but about a half a cup works best, okay? You're going to need a pepper shaker. Any sort of pepper shaker, okay? It can be one from the table, it can be one from the cabinet. Any sort of pepper shaker. You're going to also need some soap. Any sort of soap will work. Run to the bathroom real fast, grab the soap that's there, bring it to wherever you're doing your experiment. I recommend the kitchen. Best place. Last but not least, you're going to want a little bit of a small towel or a rag to kind of help with cleanup so you don't make too big of a mess, okay? First things first, you're going to take your water and dump it inside of your vessel. Just take and dump it nice and easy inside my plate. Do your best to not make a mess. You'll have enough water, you know, when you can't see any bottom portion of the plate, okay? Next, you're going to take your pepper. For this experiment, the pepper acts like our germs, the germs that are spread, because there are tons of them. You know, and I know that we can't see germs unless we look at them through a microscope. We know what spreads them and how they're spread, but we can't actually see them, which makes them so dangerous. This pepper, although they're a little bit bigger than germs, is going to really help us understand. Okay, so now that our pepper's in there, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our soap. Now, it doesn't take much soap, just a little bit, okay? Actually, I take that back. Let's take a step back. Let's see how the germs spread first. Let's do this part first, okay? Take your hand, okay, before you use your soap, and just dip your hand inside your vessel of germs. Nice and easy, like all you gotta do is barely touch the top surface of the water. Boom, all you need. Look at how many germs are spread to my fingers, just with one simple touch. All those germs are spread. So guys, when you are out and about, or you're playing outside with a brother or sister, try and avoid contact, okay? Try and avoid touching things if you don't have to. So if you have to, like, say, touch a doorknob, take your arm, put it inside of your sleeve. Touch the doorknob with your shirt, because your shirt can get washed and won't spread germs as easily to you. Try and avoid touching your face, because when you touch your face, you're putting your germy hands next to somewhere that's going to bring those germs into your body. Okay? Alright, so now let's talk about this. Last but not least, you want to wash your hands as often as possible. So take your soap, and we're going to act like we're washing our hands. Now really, we're just going to take a little bit of soap. Just a little bit. Just teeny tiny bit of soap. That much soap. And we're going to rub it into our fingers. Okay? Take that soap, rub it nice into your fingers until the soap goes away, and you just have a little bit of a film there. Okay? After you get your soap on your hands, we're going to see how that soap reacts to the germs. So just because this is pepper, the germs work the same way. Not only does soap clean our hands, but it helps to keep germs away. Watch what happens when the soap touches the pepper. Whoa. Isn't that cool? How the pepper just flies away from that soap. That antibacterial antibodies that are inside of that soap really help to prevent that pepper from coming into contact with your skin and keeping with you. Notice my finger, guys? Very few germs on it. Hardly any germs. I don't see any pieces of pepper on my finger. Now, we know that they probably are a little bit of something when we talk about germs, but notice how much that soap keeps it off of us. If you want to do this experiment again, just take your pepper and give a little bit more on top. Put a little bit more on top, help to kind of link those germs a little bit back together. Soak the finger. Remember, a little dab will do ya. Rub it in. And germs, stay away. Germs, see how they just quickly stay away from our body? Keeping the germs away and at bay. Hey guys, I hope that this experiment has really helped us to understand. Stick tuned because we're going to talk about the best way to wash your hands. So when it comes to washing hands, there's more to it than just soap and scrub, okay? You want to make sure that you follow the correct steps so that you make sure that you clean your hands the best way possible. So roll up your sleeves. First, start and use warm water. Warm water kills more germs. Wet your hands a little bit. Grab your soap. Give you a little squirt, about the size of a dime. Rub it in. When you rub it in, you're going palm to palm in a vigorous motion. And you want to wash your hands the amount of time to say happy birthday 2 times. I mean, sing happy birthday, okay? But you start by going palm to palm, interlocking your fingers so that you wash between them. Take an opportunity to wash the back side of your hands as well. Once you wash your back side of your hands, you're kind of just twisted into each finger. You don't have to spend a lot of time on each finger, but make sure you hit each one individually, and don't forget your thumbs. Very important. Finally, scrub your hands up around the wrist. Once you're finished with that, rinse your hands off. Have them a little hot. Dry them with a towel, paper towel or with a rag. And you're done. Hopefully these videos have helped you guys learn a little bit more about germs, and hopefully you start to practice better hygiene when it comes to your hands and other parts of your body. Thanks for listening. See you later.